How are you? How's everyone doing? Let's get to the news about what's happening in the world, and look, a tailless comet has been detected. Once again, it's an object, this time between Atlas 3-1 and Earth. This object is in the middle. As far as we know, the object they claim is a new comet, but it's a comet without a tail. It's the C2025P1. Borisov would have been detected moving at a high speed between Earth and the interstellar comet. What do you mean? Are you sure they reported it? The most striking thing about this comet is that it lacks a visible tail, which is uncommon for this type of body, which obviously has generated multiple theories. It is currently located in the constellation Virgo with a magnitude of 13.8 and a coma diameter of 2.3 arc-minutes, according to the COPS database. The comet will be closest to Earth on November 11, 2025 at 103 million kilometers away. By November 16, that will be the perihelion of this object, meaning it's the moment when it will be closest to the Sun. This could affect and change its visibility and behavior. It could be that by the time November 16 arrives, which is very soon, just 8 days away, something like that, right? Well, it's going to happen. In theory, the reaction couldn't create a trail, a chemical reaction, right? According to reports, this being between one object and the other, well, they claim, and this is obviously a speculative topic on social media, what people have been reporting or what people believe is that this could be part of the Atlas 3 comet. So, I mean, are we thinking that this could be a figure, an artificial thing? What had been suggested was what the object would do as it approached Earth, if it had any interest in Earth. Well, other objects would come out and those objects would approach Earth to observe. If this were a research probe, it would bring other probes that could approach Earth, smaller ones. Obviously, this can't be known. What is striking is that it's between Atlas and Earth, and we don't know the path it's following. He doesn't think it's going to get close to Earth or anything, it's just going to pass by. That's what he knows right now. However, experts clarify that the C2025 B1 Borisov proven comes from or is approaching, let's say, the Oort Cloud. It's not an interstellar object. In the case of this object, it would be an object that is within our solar system. This is a spherical cloud of icy objects that surrounds the solar system. It is at a distance between 2,000 to 10,000 astronomical units, that is, from 2,000 times the distance from the Sun to the Earth to 10,000 times the distance from the Sun to the Earth. It's more or less, let's say, about that size. Reports state the Sun is about 150 million kilometers from Earth. It is believed to be made up of billions of icy bodies, rocks, ice, comet nuclei, and primitive fragments left over from the formation of the solar system. This cloud of huge objects remained, and it is named after the astronomer Jan Oort. In 1950, he began to notice that some comets came from very distant places on very strange trajectories, which did not fit with the existing models at that time. It is believed that many long-period comets, the ones that take thousands of years to return, come from there. From that Oort cloud, pushed by external gravitational disturbances such as other stars or even the galactic tide. Because we have been being able to observe this, well, because these objects would be too spread out and all these objects are dark, so it has been difficult to detect them. Some scientists believe that the cloud could be like a time capsule of solar system systems. I mean, we could have information there from billions of years ago. There are also stranger theories. For example, some claim that the Oort cloud could be hiding exotic objects like rogue planets or even some forgotten alien technology. They believe that in that Oort cloud, many secrets could be hidden, either close by or relatively close. But aside from this part, which, well, obviously we still can't confirm, the Jet Propulsion Laboratory orbital data indicates an eccentricity of 1.009 with an inclination of more than 112 degrees, values that confirm its cometary nature. So at least in this case, do you think it would be a more or less normal comet? The comet can be tracked in real time through astronomical platforms right now. But the phenomenon also raises questions, for example, about the tail. There are several issues that we'll have to wait and see. Let's remember that 3 and Atlas have been some of the most exotic, most unusual comets. Many things remain unclear. Unlike this object, which seems to be a bit more common, we'll have to see what happens between now and November 16th. A tail should theoretically appear, and we need to check if its acceleration remains unchanged, staying exactly the same. But well, in the end, between November 11th and 16th, we'll have to keep an eye on Borisov on C2025 B1 Borisov. In this case, there's still no sign of anything anomalous or strange. Simply, by observing, they've realized that there's this other object there. The interest obviously is right now, especially because of Atlas 313. And by the way, at this moment, it's being announced that National Aeronautics and Space Administration is starting to synchronize high-speed data. They're making sure that this is about to be confirmed and made possible. They're releasing the images from the high-res camera. Apparently, they're about to do it. Either a government shutdown is coming, or rather, the government shutdown is about to end, or they're simply about to release the images. But it's extremely important news because right now they're starting to upload data. No, they had shut down National Aeronautics and Space Administration, so the images could possibly come at any moment, so we'll be on the lookout and we'll let you know as soon as they're made public. But this could have been due to the public pressure put on by the Republican Anna Paulina Luna, and also because of the scientific pressure, as different scientific groups have been asking National Aeronautics and Space Administration to release the information from Atlas 3, and up until now it hadn't been done. They started uploading the information they call high-speed data. They're synchronizing the information. At any moment there could be good news, at least to see the image of Atlas. Obviously, we'll also have to look at the information that comes along with this analysis. It will be super interesting to also observe the reactions of different astrophysicists, which we will also be sharing with you here. Well, between this new object, another Borisov, and also Atlas 3, which continues to be surprising, let's move on to another important matter. What's happening in the world? Let's go with that.